Whoa, chat's huge on this one. I never updated this. Hold on. The alert box is over here. I never updated this. I should probably do that. There we go. Make it smaller though. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna do it for Minecraft Story Mode. Just period. I've been holding it off. I've been holding off on this for quite a while, and so I'm glad that I am finally finished with it. It's kind of crazy how far we've come. Hold on, might as well do it while I'm here. This was a great series of games, or duology, I should say, or yeah, I guess you would call it that. Kind of want to. It's not really like a series, is it? But if you want my full thoughts, like, that was absolutely incredible. Like, I had a lot of fun, a lot of memeable moments. And honestly, like I said, this has been a long time coming. Like, how relevant is Minecraft Story Mode really? Like, nah, it's not relevant at all. And yet I took a chance, and Minecraft Story Mode has probably been one of my more successful series. I didn't have as much fun with it as like Tears of the Kingdom, which I think was like my most fun stream series. This game, it took a lot to bring me to do the next episode, and that's why I took like over like a year and a half to do both games, just because there was nothing enticing me to play it, which is not to say that it's a bad game. It's just like, okay, well, I don't want to sit here for an hour and you're not really like, you're not doing anything, you're just watching. Really, it's a movie but with like choices that affect everything. So I wasn't too keen on actually streaming it, but I wanted to finish it like, you know, months ago. I just didn't realize how much of a time sink, and I was just getting bored and tired of watching it. Not because it was bad, but because it takes a lot out of you, because you're not really like actually interacting with it, and a lot of times it catches me off guard when they have the QTEs and stuff. So again, not bad, incredibly great, but it was just it didn't have that enticing factor to keep bringing me back. Stories were great, the characters, at least that whenever they make characters that are just so freaking irredeemable, like I was a shithead to Ivor pretty much that entire time, but I was like, you know what, like he comes around in the end. He actually comes around in the end, and like I'm glad I took the hero side of things and actually saving the people or the villains, because there was like, what, how many you got, except for the computer man, I don't think you had a choice there. You got Ivor essentially, and then obviously like the Wither, but like it was like an inanimate object, like it was gonna die, it was just a giant monster, there's no reasoning with it. Ivor, White Pumpkin, Aiden, the computer, who else? There's like one other villain, and then obviously Romeo. Like, I at least gave him the benefit of doubt. Like, in modern society, people don't really like to give people second chances, and you often just cancel them and they're just gone. This game allowed you to sympathize with the villain and allowed you to actually do a hero's job and save people. If you're a villain and you're doing stupid shit, you're just misinformed, you're misguided. And so being a hero, what being a hero is about, at least to me, is saving everybody that you can, and it takes sacrifices. And so obviously I wasn't just going to solely focus on my friend group, but like Romeo, again, completely irredeemable character. It's not like he's my best friend in the end. No, he's gonna pay for his sins, but like I still took him out. Like, he doesn't deserve to die just because of that. Like, he has people that he needs to make it up to, and we saved him in that regard. We removed his powers and we allowed him to live. So that's how I feel about it. I love that the game, those are the moments in this game that really make it interesting because it allows you, because usually in games you just kill the god. It's like, it's over, good job. Like, no, and I understand if there's characters that are irredeemable, like in Final Fantasy 16, there's your mom in the game, and she's fucking, like, irredeemable. But if you're an actual hero, you would want to save her. Like, you would want to be able to convince her to do good and to change, you know, her lives, because she's affected people in ways that were so bad. Not that she would ever be accepted, but she deserves to live and to pay those consequences. And that's my take on it. So that's one of my favorite elements of these games. Story is great. I think still at the end, I'm so sad that they snuffed the original cast for season 2. Because still to this day, like, honestly, my top 3 favorite characters have to be Lucas, Jack / Nerm, and then Petra. But just, and if you want to know what my least favorite character is, you probably already know. It's fucking Jesse. He's the I really do think that there's an element of the player and the character, because Jesse definitely has his own personality. And if you play something like Legend of Zelda, Link is a very silent protagonist. You're able to fill those shoes and become the hero that you're destined to be, right? But in this game, Jesse's just a fucking prick, dude. He is the worst character ever conceived. He's a dickhead. He's so self-absorbed, and at least you get to control his actions a little bit. But there's no way in hell if there was like a canon ending, he would brutally murder these villains, bro. Like, not only that, but I kind of played into like the Jesse role a little bit, and I was kind of a dickhead to Ivor, but every time I was like, okay, dude, that's fucking too far. Like, I did not mean that. Like, in a lot of ways, I'm like, okay, I want to do the funny response, or I want to be rude to this character because they said something off kilter or rude, and he's just so fucking out of pocket. He is so, God, I hate Jesse. He is like the worst character in fiction, dude. It is so bad. Not that he's not redeemable, because he definitely is, because he has some good elements, but god damn, is he so just out of pocket. And like, I can't say anything else for, like, I can't even remember what her name is at this point. The black girl. Yeah, Olivia and Axel, they're just so nothing characters, especially in season 2, and they're kind of two-dimensional in the first game, which is probably why they're not really existent in the sequel. And then Stella, obviously, I hate her as well. Like, it was just kind of funny trolling her the whole time. And like, it's like, I'm sure if I've given opportunities to like give her, you know, a redemption arc as well, but it was just kind of funny bullying her. So she's probably like my second least favorite character. And my so absolute is Jesse, then Stella, then probably what would be my third least favorite character? I don't even need to say it, but sure, Aiden. Aiden was probably like the only one, other than, because they really make you hate Romeo. But man, Aiden was just a bad character. He was just so stupid. It was so meaningless and pointless. But anyway, that's my full thoughts. I'll probably make that into a video as well. For just the heck of it, graphics, I think they got better over time. I don't really fully understand like why I don't know how it runs on other consoles, but man, does it run just so bad. It runs terrible on Switch, and I couldn't tell you why. There's often, again, it gets a lot better, but I mean, I just pointed it out, there's like characters flashing on screen and textures flickering and stuff. It's whatever. And then music, a lot of songs were very catchy as well. There isn't really any stick-outs, unfortunately. There's nothing really that sticks out to me. But there are some good songs in there. So There's that. So that's music, graphics, gameplay. Like I said, it was very hard for me to come back to this. So there were moments where it's just like, well, it's just kind of boring, and I'm just watching a movie. Not to say the story was bad, because the story was great. Both stories, actually. Or I guess all 3 stories, technically, because there's like kind of 3 little arcs there. Again, the stories weren't bad. It was just like, specifically the mechanics of the game is just like, it's kind of boring, I guess. There's not really a whole lot of gameplay, and I'm definitely a gameplay over story person. Again, like I said, story isn't bad. It's just the fact that it didn't really bring it, like, I didn't enjoy playing it. I enjoyed viewing it, if that makes any sense. Does that make sense, Pug? I didn't enjoy playing it. I enjoyed viewing it and bouncing off the characters and making jokes and such. So that was pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching this very, very long series. I'm gonna probably, originally I wanted to do like a review of this game, but I think I'll just make this last little bit a video, and then eventually I'll edit down these into actual videos. So anyways, thanks for sticking with me. I hope you enjoyed the stream.